Hello, beautiful beings. Welcome to today's reading. In today's reading, we're going to be looking at guidance from your higher self and your subconscious on how you can manifest your soulmate. So a lot of tarot readers just kind of tell you what's going to happen eventually and how and all of that kind of thing. But the truth is there's a lot of free will in our reality, and we can choose different paths for ourselves, and in that way, like almost meet different kinds of soulmates. But I don't want to go into that too much. But in this video, we're looking at how you can move to that space. So if you're here, you're meant to be here. You're meant to have this reading. There's been a divine invitation at play. So I'm very excited to have you here. So we're going to have 3 different piles, and I've chosen 3 different objects that just really stood out for me to work with today's piles. Okay. So the first one is this little feather over here. This feather is in my tarot deck, one of my tarot decks, one of them that I'm actually using today, the Work Your Light tarot deck. So that's the first one. Okay, the second object is this beautiful selenite wand. Have a moment and see if you resonate with that. And then the third object is this lovely pine cone. Do you resonate with this? All right, beautiful beings, take a moment to take a deep breath. Exhale everything that doesn't serve you or belong to you, and then pick either the feather, the selenite wand, or this pine cone. And I'll see you in your reading. Hello, pile 1. Welcome to the Priestess Sophia. If this is your first time here, do take a moment to subscribe to the channel. When you do that, I can tap more into your energy and help give you a reading that more resonates with what's going on with you. And it also helps with the energy exchange of these tarot readings as well, because we're all part of the universe. Okay, giving and receiving, right? So this is your pile if you chose this feather. All right. I just want you to feel how you feel when you're looking at this feather. Like what kind of medicine comes to you, pile 1. I'd be interested to know in the comment section. Please do let me know. So if you're new to the Priestess Sophia, we're all about you listening to your body, your triggers, the insights that come through for you. Because when you're watching tarot readings, and especially these readings that I have here, I work with the intention that your highest guidance is going to come through. I also work with the intention that I channel your highest guidance. So do listen to kind of insights that come up for you when you are watching these readings. All right. Okay. So pile 1, this feather is to represent your energy. So what I'm feeling here with this specific pile is we've definitely got people who are very graceful, very soft, connect a lot with the other worlds and the ethereal, very either drawn to kind of fairies or angels, or even have a very special relationship with birds. So there's also a lot of thought that goes on, but it's not thought in a very dense way. I feel like there's a lot of daydreaming, that you're a daydreamer. You may actually also be a projector if you are if you're into human design. So this is you, pile 1. This is your kind of energy. I also feel that your spirituality is of utmost importance to you, and it is probably one of your values and the things that you really do deem as important, not just for yourself, but in anyone who gets to know you, anyone you have a relationship with. And I also feel that it is very soft and sacred and important to you too. I do see that you might even be a little bit of an introvert, loving to like really spend time by yourself, and actually see that it is quite necessary for you to do that, pile 1. Alrighty, so if that resonates with you, then this is definitely for you. I also feel you have a very strong guardian angel with you. Someone who's come to help you with a lot of self-esteem issues and to really help clear your energy. And then for others of you, actually, I think it's about 3 or 4 people, funnily enough, that it feels like so specific, that you may have lost someone recently. And when I say recently, I'm saying in the last, it feels like maybe last 3 years, maybe even 4, depending on when you're watching this. And this person is also for you a guardian angel. Alrighty, so beautiful pile 1. So what we're going to look at first is I'm going to be stretching out here quite a bit. If you haven't yet, do remember to subscribe. If you'd like a personal reading, do check out my description box. I'm also a healer and offer several different modalities, so do check out the link to my website in the description box as well if you'd like to book a session with me or work with me or have any questions. So pile 1, let's see, what is the main message and guidance for you, overarching theme that needs to come through when we work with manifesting your soulmate? Okay, so this is your first card. Then second card is, what is the main action that pile 1 needs to take in order to manifest their soulmates? Ooh, okay, like literally popped out there. I'm going to close it. We're going to have a look at it a bit later, pile 1. Alrighty, okay, so where is your energy at currently, pile 1? So we're talking to the subconscious and higher self of pile 1. Where is their energy at right now regarding manifesting a soulmate? Ooh. Okay. Where does their energy need to move to? Alrighty. Okay. And now we're just going to look at the tarot to give us a little bit more of a story. Okay, that one is definitely coming up. 2 more cards on what pile 1 needs to know about manifesting the soulmate. And I'm going to take this one here. Okay, I might move these cards around. So let's look at the first thing. We've got codependency. Okay, so this is your first card. So this is the kind of overarching theme. So we've got addictions are affecting your romantic life. And remember when I first took out this feather, at the end of the introduction of this feather, we're talking about a guardian angel around you that's clearing a lot of energy around you and also helping you with your self-esteem. Okay, so we've got 41. So that's your creative energy center. So this is looking at you as a creative being. This card looks specifically at that. And this is Cheryl Lee Harnish's deck. I'm just going to put your feather underneath else it's going to keep blowing up and down. And then we've got 12. This is the happiness card. Just have a look at that big smile. And then underneath that as your main action, we've got unbound, releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. Wow. Pile 1. This is quite deep advice. Okay, so then we've got the King of Swords. And that's coming up in reverse. We've got the Knight of Cups. And that was coming up upright. I think I'm going to put that there. And then we've got the Page of Wands, which was also just coming up upright. You can see that clearly. Alrighty. So first thing that we're looking at pile 1 is codependency. So what I'm seeing here, before we start going into what needs to happen here, is that we've got addictions are affecting your romantic life. So somehow I feel pile 1 that there has been a tendency to pick partners that come from a sort of addictive pattern within yourself. Now, this addictive pattern doesn't necessarily have to mean that you are you're addicted to a substance. It could be just there's some sort of behavior that your body is energetically kind of addicted to. There's an energetic pattern, energetic dynamic that you find yourself getting into over and over and over and over again. I think it's called paperman syndrome. So you break up with one person, but then you move into another relationship, and it's basically like you're dating the same person. And I feel a lot of your relationships have been um, um, had an underlying theme of codependency. So what is that? It's where you basically sacrifice yourself and the needs of yourself for the sake of another person. So you become less important than the other person. So before I continue with where your energy is and where we want to go, is I'm seeing we've got King of Swords in reverse here. So King of Swords in reverse for me is usually my narcissist card. So either I'm seeing that there was definitely a narcissistic relationship that you were in. For a lot of you, this could have been your relationship with your father specifically, but for a big portion of you, I'm seeing that you've actually been involved with a narcissist. I feel that this person may have been a very powerful person. So a lot of the time, like, narcissists aren't necessarily actually really powerful individuals. Well, I guess it depends on how we define power, right? So taking control over other people is not necessarily power, but this person seems to have been in a position of status, is what I want to say. And I'm especially seeing it like kind of with this house. What I'm also feeling is that for some of you, you were actually married to this individual and lived together. So this person is still in your energy. And what I'm strongly seeing is that this person may have affected your feeling of security and safety, especially because we do have this kind of red energy in the back, which is just really standing out for me around the root chakra. Okay, so I feel that for some of you, you may actually even have a child with this person, because we've got this Knight of Cups and we've got this Page of Wands energy here. I'm just sensing that for some of you. I don't think all of you do, though. I think for some of you that you may have tried to have a child with this person and it might not have worked out as well. So what I'm seeing here is that this person has a tendency to, because we've got Knight of Cups, and as we see here, we've sort of got this ballet dancer dropping into the hands of other people, but then we've got this other person on top, which doesn't really seem to fit in that whole image. So it's sort of, I'm really getting that sense of narcissism. So there's some sort of mask. This person also plays a lot of emotional games, and I feel that there's this kind of pattern that tends to play out in your relationship, a lot of masking of true emotions. So emotions also tend to fluctuate, and I don't think that this is only this person that you've been involved with, or this very strong, or the influence of this narcissistic person, but I also feel that it is a tendency for you to mask your own emotions from yourself. And I feel very strongly, because Page of Wands is really my inner child card. Even if we see here with this, the masking is standing out even strongly, because we've got this woman at the back, and then we've got this man in front, and then we've got this tree. So I feel almost it's like you put yourself behind this person and kind of masked how you were feeling for the sake of this other person, which is basically the pattern of narcissistic relationships. But it's become something that is so normal for you that I'm not even sure that you might even be 100% aware that you do it, even on a subtle level. So what I'm seeing here is very important for you to understand pile one, is to no longer be afraid of what it is that you're actually feeling. And the reason I say that this is so important is because there's a lot of stuff going on in the sacral chakra. You see all this yellow here. Sorry, not yellow, orange. And the sacral has to do with feelings and also has to do with relationships, how we connect to people. So this is pointing to the energy that you're in right now. I do feel that there's a lot of shifting that's going on. So there's an understanding, because we've got this blue circle over here, that your truth is starting to creep in, and there's a truer understanding of how you feel that's starting to come through. But it feels like, because we've got these two circles, that it isn't yet 100%. You're not there yet. It's like the more that you can see what's going on in the sacral. So look at what's happened to you regarding your connections with people who make you suppress your emotions. And for a lot of you, your connection to your inner child is going to move you to a place of power. You see, we've got this yellow over here. And this is the energy that you want to be in attracting your your soulmate is in this happiness energy, and it's completely yellow, which is completely also pointing to me to the solar plexus chakra, which is all about your personal power. So if we're shifting energies, pile 1, we're talking about going from a place where we're not listening to the truth of our emotions and masking our emotions, coming to a place of where you are completely in your joy and allowing yourself to experience and express the joy that is already existing within you. And a big way of doing that, your main action to attract your soulmate, to manifest your soulmate, is unbound, releasing soul patterns. So remember when we started, I spoke about this, the paper doll. Yes, the paper, I said the paper man, but it's the paper doll syndrome, because you can even see there's 1, 2, 3. It's like the same kind of person, but it's the same person in a different body. So it's releasing that pattern, contracts and past lives. So when we look at this energy over here, and this is why I say look at your inner child, specifically pile 1, this is going to help you manifest your soulmate. Because what a lot of people don't understand is your energy is what manifests. Your energy is what attracts. That's how the law of attraction works. That's how manifestation works. It's about your energy. And if you have a core issue or a core wound that is, you can on the outside be all sunny and happy, but if internally, deep down, like the core of something, the seed of something is based in not listening to yourself or masking your emotions, then the tree that is birthed from that seed or from that core is always going to have that pattern, that energy within it. So right now, even if we look really closely here, pile 1, you'll see there's like, it's like asking you to look at the core issue, because you see how this pattern is forming from this nucleus in the center. I'm also feeling that strong emotions around muddied sadness. So that's coming through as an intuitive message, like muddied sadness, not where there's sadness, but the sadness is being covered by a sort of false sense of I'm okay, this is fine. And I feel what's really important for you to manifest your soulmate is to not do that to yourself. Because in order for you to manifest them, you need to be happy and you need to feel that happiness. And if you are masking your emotions and not being truthful about how you feel, then you're not going to be in the right vibration to attract that person and to manifest that person. So, pile 1, this is what I've got for you. Let me know in the comment section how this resonated, and see what you can do here, what actions you can take here to actually bring that soulmate energy into your life and bring this person into your life. Because your soulmate is not going to follow the same pattern as people from your past. Your soulmate is going to make you feel happy, and you're going to be happy when you meet them too. So if you'd like to work with me personally, please do check out the description box, either for readings or for doing some sort of healing with me. It would be an honor and a privilege. And it's been an honor and a privilege reading your cards for you today, pile 1. And I'm sending you lots of love and lots of blessings. And I'll see you in your next reading. Bye. Hello, pile 2. Welcome to your beautiful reading here at the Priestess Sophia. This is your reading if you chose this selenite crystal. If this is your first time at the Priestess Sophia, do take the time to subscribe, comment, like. Any energy exchange that you contribute to this channel helps me read your energy and tap into your energy better as well. And because we are giving and receiving beings, and that is how energy flows, I would really appreciate whatever energy you do contribute to this channel. Alrighty, if this is your first time at the Priestess Sophia, please do note I work with the intention of channeling your highest guidance. And what that also means is that whilst I'm doing that, I am creating a space where your highest guidance also comes through to you, obviously. So do listen to what kind of insights come up for you when you're listening to this reading. Pay attention to your body. Notice if you're being triggered. Be curious. All right, so we're looking at how you can manifest your soulmate. Okay, so this selenite crystal is representing your energy, pile 2. And what I'm feeling here is that you're actually very much in your center. So I'm seeing that there's been a lot of purification that has gone on for you in your life. There's been a lot of healing that you've already done. And when I'm just looking at this grain of the crystals as well, I'm just feeling that you're really moving strongly and focused towards a goal and towards channeling your energy in a way that serves your highest good. I feel that that is exceptionally important to you right now. I feel like you've learned a lot of lessons around where to place your energy and whether something is worth giving your energy to or not. And if you haven't completely learned those lessons yet, you currently definitely are. And I feel what's also very important for you is that you actually might be very much empathetic and also an empath yourself and pick up on the feelings and emotions of other people. So you do need to cleanse your energy quite often too. I'm also seeing, I'm seeing a lot of reflection here. So you might work with a lot of mirror energy. I feel like you're very strongly in your truth. So what tends to also happen with you is people see either their shadow selves within you or they see the beauty of themselves within them. So if they haven't recognized their shadow within them, I see that you trigger a lot of that in the people that you not resonate with, but who are attracted to you. I also feel, more messages wanting to come through. Very strong healing energy, but there's a strong message coming through about needing to respect that energy more and to cleanse that energy, because first and foremost, that energy is for you and not just necessarily for others. Remember that other people do have access to their own personal power, their own energy, which is always going to be better for them than it is than someone else's energy would be. And it's for you to recognize the gift and the sacredness of your energy, pile 2. All right, so if you would like a personal reading with me, do check out the description box. If you'd like a healing session with me or working with me privately, do also check out the description box, pile 2. So now we're going to look at with these cards over here, we're going to be looking at the main theme or overarching change that needs to happen to manifest your soulmate. So what is your higher self? So what is pile 2's higher self say about that? Okay, I feel like this is the card we're going to go for. We have to be decisive. I'm feeling like it's very important for you to be decisive, pile 2. Alrighty, okay, so what energy are you in currently? Higher self. Okay, yep. Very strong, clear higher self. So you might get very strong intuitive messages. Your intuition is on point now, pile 2. All right, so what energy does pile 2 need to move in? What does the higher self say? Okay, clear. See, again, very clear messages coming through. Just, I'm getting the sense of just having to pick a card and that's it, and moving forward, and that it's the right one. So your higher self really wants you to trust yourself. Trust yourself deeply, more and more. Ooh, there we go. Okay, see how that one popped out? So this card represents what's the main action that you can take to manifest your soulmate. The main action. And then the tarot, we're going to use that to identify a little bit more about the story, whatever backstory, whatever other context we need to have. Okay, we've got 2 there and then 1 more. This one wants to come through. Oh, wow. Pile 2. I'm super excited to see what comes through for you. So we've got, wow, past life relationship as your first card. You have known each other before. Okay, so let's see what else we've got. So this is a deeper look. This is what this card is called. So that's your energy right now. So that's very powerful. And where your energy needs to shift to, oh, gorgeous. Celebration energy. So beautiful. Okay, pile 2. Then we've got keepers of the earth. You are not alone. Ancient ancestors stand beside you. So I just want to point out how beautiful that is with how I kept whilst dealing like shuffling and taking the cards, getting the strong sense of your your higher self just working through you and wanting you to trust more and more. Okay, so with your tarot, we've got 7 of Cups. Have a looky there. We've got Ooh, the Empress, so beautiful. Look at that rose. Oh, I'm loving it. Loving the energy here. And then we've got, wow, King of Swords in reverse. Okay, so, what shall we start with? The tarot. So what I'm seeing here, I want to start with the Empress, is we're seeing the rose. So roses might be strong symbolism for you at the moment, pile 2. I'm sensing either there's been a lot of roses around you, or you've been working with roses, or you've just recently planted roses, or someone's bought you roses, or you've been seeing roses. If not, roses are coming through as a sign for you. Look at this again. Look at this bouquet of flowers here. Just saw that while I was looking at that. So definitely roses, or if roses as a strong flower, but also if it's not, there's a flower that is very like an opening of a flower. And what's just really interesting here is I'm getting this sense that in order for you to also just an overarching sense looking at your cards, because we're seeing this opening in the flowers here, and then this card is specifically deeper look. So if you look at this, it's like being able to see into something. It's as though the circle is a magnifying glass, and it's kind of like looking into like a wire of something, or it's looking deep into the vein of something, right? And then we can see, this kind of opening up from the center, and then this joyous kind of celebration in terms of how the colors are all around there. And again, even here with this energy, I feel like you're already kind of in a celebration energy. It's just not, it's just about letting that flow even a little bit more. So what I feel is very important for you is to just be more open. So the message that's coming through to you, pile 2, is be more open. So in terms of attracting and manifesting your soulmate, it's so important for you to just be more open. And because we've got the sense of this flower, it's to understand that the energy that you are in, I'm already even seeing here, the energy that you are already in is already on track to manifesting your person. And that what's important for you is to understand that you are the flower, because we've got the Empress here. So you're definitely going to, be very attracted to your partner. It's going to be like your soulmate is you're going to be finding this person very gorgeous, beautiful, sexy. There's going to be a lot of allure to this person, but there's going to be a lot of groundedness to this person. And they're going to feel very real. But even more so, I feel that that's the energy that you are in too. And in order for you to attract this person, it's really important for you to be like the flower in the earth and allow the bee to come and find the flower. But it's also about being open to other possibilities and not getting stuck. You see over here, like we've got this statue, like head, what would we call it? Like a head statue. So it's not being too rigid in how things are supposed to appear and how your person is supposed to appear to you. And the reason I even point that out even more is because here we've got this head here, and we've got this really strong head here. And what I'm hearing is strong head. Like, so I feel like you've got a strong mind, you're strong-willed, and you can be very strong-headed and almost stubborn about how you want things to play out. And I'm feeling you're being invited to just be more open. You may have a lot of form in your mind about how your soulmate is supposed to appear to you, but it's like rather work with being open, rather work with the energy of openness and the energy of celebration, and allow the universe to bring your soulmate to you, for them to find you. Because the King of Swords is in reverse here, what I'm also sensing very much with this energy is that you sometimes don't trust your judgment. So it's not to say not to trust your judgment. It's rather trust your judgment. Your judgment is accurate. The way that you see things here with deeper look. So this is talking about your current energy. What this card talks about specifically is that you're able to look at people, look at the decisions people make, and see how those things play out. You're able to even see the decisions that people make and then understand those decisions and why they do that. And then the same for yourself. So there's a lot of understanding about if A plus Y equals X, it's because the A equals this and Y equals that. So things make sense to you. So this card for me is trust your judgment, but don't get too stuck on the form of things and how things are supposed to be. Because I do feel there might also even be a tendency to get very stuck in the mind. So your action here is you are not alone. Keepers of the earth, ancient ancestors stand beside you. So the main action for you, pile 2, is to understand that, like I said earlier, that flower, your soulmate is going to find you. And your guides and your angels and your higher self is going to direct you to the right spaces, to the right places. And you are not alone in doing this, because they're with you, because they're working with you. So I feel like your main action is to trust that. And if you're not sure, use your intuition. So the way that you're going to manifest your soulmate is by listening more to your intuition, is by asking your guides questions. And it's about trusting the guidance that you do get. Alrighty, so the overarching guidance here is past life relationship. So for some of you, you've already actually met your soulmate. You'll know. If you've got a tingling on your neck, you're with the right person. Don't fake the tingling. Be honest with yourself. But for others of you, this person that you are going to meet, you will feel like you've known them. You will feel like, I know you. For others of you, I'm also seeing that your soulmate is within your group. So it might not be like a friend, but a friend of a friend. So they're definitely within the new circles. And I want to say new circles because I'm seeing lots of circles here. So I see that there's like a new groups of friends, new colleagues, new people that you're mingling with. And that's where you're going to find this person. So they're around you. I feel like they're around you and you're going to be led to them. Okay, so that's. So how do you manifest them? Main energy to move into is to move into celebration energy. So what does that mean? It's about feeling joy. It's about feeling happy. But even more than that, it's about celebrating it. It's about, so if you finish a task that you set out to do, celebrate that. If you finish your workout, celebrate that. So the more you work with that energy, that, yes, I did it, that energy is going to shift you into the right vibration to manifest and attract your soulmate. Because when you're in that vibration, there are specific kind of choices that you make. Oops. See, I just feel like that's confirmation. There are specific kind of choices that you make and almost a kind of scent, because I'm really smelling my oil burner here in the corner. And funnily enough, I used rose scent for it. And here's that flower. It's like there's something that comes off you when you're in your celebration energy. Because I do feel you're going to feel very joyous when you're with this person and when you're around this person. It's going to always feel like a celebration. So the way to manifest that is to move more into that energy. Your main action is trust your guidance. And the advice that I'm getting now, whilst I said that, was that, because this is also about your main guidance. So that's your action. So it's your action is to trust your guidance and to ask your intuition and listen to your intuition. But the overarching guidance is also to know yourself. Know yourself on the deepest level. This is being confirmed by this card over here about deeper look. So being able to look at things and to see things and to know yourself deeper. And even here with the Empress, I'm getting this energy of self-love. The Empress is all about being in herself and being in love with herself too. Okay, so what Seven of Cups is saying here for me too is I feel like you've had to go through a lot of options. And these options have come into your space so that you can learn how to choose better. So look at the decisions people make and the consequences. You've seen the decisions that you've made and their consequences. So trust yourself to make the right decision too, pile 2. Alrighty, I hope this has been super helpful. It's been such a pleasure reading your cards for you. If you'd like a personal reading with me, do check out the description box. If you haven't yet, do please subscribe to the channel. I'd appreciate to get these tarot readings out to people who need to hear them. And yes, it's been a pleasure, and I hope to hear from you soon. And I look forward to reading your cards again, pile 2, and have a blessed, beautiful day wherever you are. Bye. Hello, pile 3. Woo! I nearly dropped this. I keep wanting to say acorn for some reason, but it's a pine cone. Alrighty, so welcome to the Priestess Sophia pile 3. This is your reading if you chose this lovely, joyous, very happy pine cone. I do want to say that every time I pick up this pine cone, I just feel like my heart's expanding. You see this opening that's happening there? If you just look at it, it's like for me that there's a beautiful opening happening within your soul, within your being. I feel like you're a very generous person. I do feel like you love being out in nature. You really enjoy giving to others, very generous. Someone who's also really, really grounded. I'm also hearing gives really good advice. I do feel that sometimes you actually have the tendency to like self-sacrifice a bit. And I'm seeing here in the center with just this little broken guy over here, is I do feel that there might still be a little hurt from a previous relationship that comes in and creeps in every now and again. And your guides just want you to be mindful of that. Doesn't mean that you can't have a healthy relationship now, but it's just something that's really important to you. And I also feel for some of you that they actually might have just been a really recent breakup. So the important for you is if you're looking at this video now wanting to manifest your soulmate, it's important for you to allow that part to heal, and then go out and open yourself up, because then you're going to just be in a bit of a better energy, and you want to practice self-care too, pile 3. Alrighty, so if you're new to the Priestess Sophia, we're all about channeling your highest guidance. So what does that mean? The guidance that's going to be the most beneficial for you, not the guidance that your mind or your ego wants to hear. So when I do that, that's what I'm working with. I'm also working with, because I set that intention and I blessed the channel with that energy, what that means is that what you'll find is when you're listening to the readings on this channel, this reading included, that you'll get insights and understandings and knowings. And I'm asking that you please pay attention to that, to listen to your highest guidance, to your highest self coming through, wanting to give you messages, whatever that may be. If it's in complete contradiction to what I say, listen to that. Also, if you'd like a personal reading or you want to book a private session with me to do some healing, do check out the description box. It would be my honor to do that with you. I'm going to put your pine cone right over there. So we're going to look at pile 3. How do you manifest your soulmate? So what is your higher self saying about how you can manifest your soulmate? Okay, so this is the overarching guidance that we've got over there. Then we've got this deck over here, which is going to give you what your higher self and your subconscious is telling you. The action, the most important action that you need to take to manifest or attract your soulmate. Ooh, okay. That feels juicy. Alrighty, and now we're going to look at this deck over here, which is going to tell us the energy that you're in currently. So higher self of pile 3, what energy are they in currently? Okay, that's the one. And what energy do they... Ooh, 2. Shall we go with this one or this one? This one. Okay. For some of you, if you saw that card and that card that was flipped over is really standing out for you, I would say go and check out pile 2 as well. There might be a message in there for you. Could just be one message. Righty, now we're going to look at your tarot pile 3 just to see what is the story around all of this. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3. So this can also just be some additional information. So your overarching guidance pile 3 to attract your soulmate is this card, which is you deserve love. Okay. The action that you most need to take is mirror. So who or what is triggering you? Okay. And then we've got the guardian angel coming up here. It's the guardian angel card. So that's your energy right now. And then this is the energy that you need to move into is we've got 36. And this is the self-talk card. So that's quite interesting. That the other card, I think, was a 35. Okay, so tarot, we've got 9 of Cups in reverse. We've got 3 of Pentacles. And we've got Page of Wands. Wow, I feel like Page of Wands. No, it hasn't come up in every reading, but it came up in pile 1 as well. So this is interesting. I do feel like what I said earlier, if we just look at these 2 over here and moving into that the energy of where you are, can you just see the similarity between the pine cone and like it opening up and the mouth opening up? I do not feel like you're properly communicating your boundaries, pile 3. This is really important. So I just feel like that needs to be said. And I do feel, like I said right in the beginning, I do feel that this is the pile that is literally still healing from a breakup, and that energy is still within that. And it's not a bad thing, but there's something there that needs to be acknowledged. That you're not acknowledging within yourself. And I do feel pile 1, in order for you to manifest your soulmate. Now, what a lot of people don't understand, again, to manifest, it's all about energy. And when we've got unhealed parts in ourselves, it affects our energy. It does affect our ability to manifest. If you're here, trust that you're here, right? You need to shift your energy, and if this is going to help you shift your energy. So I do feel that there may also be a belief about you that you don't deserve love, a deep-seated belief. Okay. The reason why I say that, if we look at this card over here, we see like this is 3 of Pentacles, but you see she's like in a well, and there's this woman there like kind of hiding from her, and she's looking down, and she's sitting inside this well or this hole, right? And I'm getting the sense of this a hole, like you see this kind of spiraling. It's a mouth with teeth going inward, but it's going all the way into like the back of the throat, almost all the way down the esophagus. And then we've got this down here, like this woman looking at herself in the water. So there's a lot of self-work and looking within the self that I feel that needs to happen specifically for this pile 3. So your most important guidance for you, pile 3, is to remember that whatever belief you have, and you might not think it because your conscious mind could be like, actually, I know I deserve love, but this is sitting in your subconscious. And the reason I say that is because we've got this water thing. So what is triggering you? And we've got this mouth looking within, and we've got this hole. So it really feels like it's a deep subconscious belief. That's the first thing. Okay? So is to remember that you deserve love, and to work on that belief of that you don't deserve love. Your action to take, because we've got mirror here, is to look very much at yourself. So it's to look within. Your work at this moment is not at all to be focusing externally. Yes, but you see this woman, she's here by herself and she's pointing. It's like you need to look forward at what you want. But the way that you're going to do that is to look at yourself. And what we've got here very strongly is we've got a lot of water imagery. We've got water there, we've got water there. So there's a lot of, I feel like, tears that need to be shed, tears that have been shed, and a deeper release and flowing around emotions specifically that need to happen. Okay? So really looking at yourself and how you feel, and noticing with whatever relationships that you have, when someone is triggering you, being curious for yourself about why you're being triggered. That is so important for you, pile 3. Okay. So in terms of the story that I'm seeing here that's important for you, is I feel that sort of had lots of wishes about how things are supposed to play out, because we've got 9 of Cups and 3 of Pentacles and Page of Wands. And I feel like you might have even been in love with a friend and it didn't work out. For some of you, that's a really big thing. Or that you had a really close friendship with someone that turned out to not really be a friend. Or that, yes, so it was a really close relationship that you thought was a friendship with this person as well, but then it didn't turn out to be that way. And I'm also seeing that for some of you, the person that you were in love with was definitely your best friend, and it didn't turn out that the way that you wanted. So there was really a wish that you had for the two of you that didn't come true. But I'm also seeing that there's a tendency, Pile 3, for you to suppress what you want. So like, I feel like you may have wanted to go and travel. I'm getting this sense of wanting to do something different. I'm getting the sense, because I'm seeing grass here. I'm seeing this kind of cabbage or some sort of vegetable there, maybe even spinach. And I'm seeing this tree here. And remember I said earlier, love being in nature. And I almost feel like there might have even been an incident with someone that you were involved with, a person that you were really in love with, where you wanted to spend time out in nature, or you loved camping, or you loved hiking or something like that. And they didn't really gel with you. So that's coming through almost as a sign, is this you then went like, okay, it's fine. So I'm getting this sense that you denied your needs and denied your wants. You know, you can have needs, but then you can have wants too. And it feels very important for you to know, Pile 3, that your wants are also important. Your needs and your wants are important. And what I'm getting here with the story here is that there needs to be a greater respect for your wants and your needs. Okay. So I'm going to leave that story there. So where's your energy right now? So what I'm feeling is that there's healing happening, but it's just the beginning of it. So there's a new chapter, because we've got 1 here. So I'm really feeling that something ended and there's a new chapter that's happening now. And when this guardian angel card comes, it's basically saying you're not alone. Even though you feel alone, you're not alone. So your energy might be feeling like you're very lonely, like you're alone, and like you're alone in this world. Where your energy needs to shift to help you manifest your soulmate, is to really look at your words. And this card is a very strong energy card in the deck. So it's looking at the words that you use about yourself. What is the kind of story that you speak of yourself? If we look at this mirror card here, you see this blue? Blue is throat chakra. So it's all about your expression of yourself. You see this mirror? So how are you talking about yourself? What are you saying about yourself? What are you speaking on yourself? What are you speaking on your life? Florence Scovel Shin's book, Your Word is Your Wand, might be a very good book for you. So it's just being mindful, like what is the kind of language and messaging that you're feeding your subconscious. So your best way to manifest your soulmate is to speak it into being, number 1, and to start speaking to yourself in a better way. Start appreciating yourself. Start saying things like, I appreciate you. I love you. I see that you're struggling with this. That's okay. We didn't get this right this time. That's fine. Let's try again. Instead of, oh, you're such an idiot. Oh, you're so stupid. Because I feel that there's been a lot of negative talk on the self-conscious. Sorry, not on the self-conscious, on the subconscious, which has created a specific dynamic for you, Pile 3. Alrighty, so the way that you're going to change this is work on those limiting beliefs around love, do a lot of inner work specifically around expressing your truth and how you speak about yourself, and also allowing yourself to let yourself release all those negative emotions, which means feel them wholeheartedly. Remember that your wants, your needs, and your wishes are important. And if you'd like to work with me to help this process along, please do check out the description box. I'd be happy to work with you. And otherwise, Pile 3, it's been such a pleasure and an honor to do this reading with you. And I look forward to seeing you in your next reading. Bye, Pile 3.